I was just like, yo, I want to be with my fans.
Even jumped into the crowd.
Yeah.
Just to feel the love they have for him.
That's why we make music, is to bring people together. Delhi, we went to a club, like a slush lounge. Honestly, like the love we got, it was amazing. We went to the college, and I had a blast. I literally, like, these guys were like so good. I went in the crowd. I was just like, yo, I want to be with my fans, and it was amazing.
You were smiling through. I could see that all the pictures throughout, there was this biggest smile that we've ever seen while you were performing in Delhi and your fans. Shinda, how was it for you just to realize that people are remembering you, they know you at the first sight of you?
It's always amazing to see how people look for the instances where they can see you.
Yeah.
So it's always good when you interact with them and you're personally close to them. Even jumped into the crowd.
Yeah.
Just to feel the love they have for him. And it's always amazing seeing and being around people.
Barriers were broken, and we are thrilled that you guys are here. Mm-hmm. But you know, one line that if I have to pick from the docu-series, where you say that if we don't bring each other up,
Yeah.
who else will?
100%.
Your songs, the way you have been with your fans,
Yeah.
it clearly shows that you stand by this. And yesterday, what we saw during your screening,
Yeah.
the solidarity that was there. There was Badshah, there was King, all these artists in their own might standing shoulder to shoulder with you.
Yeah.
Speaks a lot about that solidarity.
No, 100%. And I'm really grateful, and I'm so happy that they came to support me, and that's why we make music, is to bring people together, so and help each other. I think music is such a big part in our lives, so it impacts, when we listen to certain kind of music, when we start our day with it, it's just like that's how our day goes, right? So that it's important. Right?
So it's safe to say that we are treating you well. Mumbai is being great.
Mumbai's always been great, and hopefully it will be great always.
So are you guys also food buddies? Because from what I saw in the docu-series, you guys are a dream team. You work together, you live together.
No, it's food is just so big in our culture, and we just love food. So so whenever we can, we cook. It's very therapeutic, to be honest. So
Yes.
in a busy life, you have so many things going on in your headspace, and when you're cooking, you're just in it.
That's true, that's true. You know, if I have to come back to the docu-series now, when people will watch it, they'll realize that you guys already know that you became too big too soon. I mean, you're very well aware of that, right? And when people were loving you, they were loving your music, there was this era of, mystery around you. And these no interviews, AP, I want to ask about this. Was this like a well thought of strategy or something which just happened?
No, it wasn't like a strategy or anything like that. I feel like we just wanted to, when I started making music, there was a lot of toxic stuff was happening already.
Yeah.
Between artists, this, that, but we wanted to just keep it to the music, and that's it. It's all about music. It's not about my personal life, anything like that. Just listen to music.
Yeah, true.
You're one of those very rare artists, and I always say that on my show, and people in Mirchi know this, that you are actually known for the art and artist. People know you for your music, which is beautiful.
Yeah.
I want to come to Brown Munde at first. That's the song from where it all started for you guys. While we were watching, I was watching the docu-series, and I could sense that even when you were putting that song out, you guys knew that this song will hit different.
Not to this extent, even with at the end of the day, we just we put same effort on every single track, right? So it's but people just love that track, and it has more meaning behind it, and especially even with the visuals. We just wanted to represent our people, and I feel like people really felt it, and who doesn't want to just say that I'm brown and this is cool, I want to play this.
You made looking brown very, very cool. Thank you so much for that.
It's a sense of being proud that we wanted to convey through Brown Munde.
Yeah.
That's the reason even in the video, we had multiple acts who were doing really good in the music industry, the industry we were in, and they were in the video just as an appreciation for them doing really good in what they did. So it was a sense of making people feel proud of being brown, and doing whatever they're doing and just keeping it up.
But you know, even in the docu-series, you've spoken about it. You're completely an independent act. It's almost like a startup.
It is. It is. We never knew what that was, but it's kind of a startup, yeah.
All of you, like even those two guys, all of you, it was looking like it's a startup trying to figure out how to make things out of each other. But you were forced to be independent. So AP, what do you want to talk about that?
It's just like we, you know, I feel like the sound that we wanted to make great, it was too new for this side of the world. And even the other side of the world was just like, yo, like brown people don't have their shit together. Like they didn't look at us in a right way. So it's just like, I feel like we're like, okay, like we can't just give up, you know. And me, it's just like, if I want to do something, I'm gonna like do it. I'm gonna get it done. Like I can't go to bed like knowing that I can't achieve that thing. So it's like, I was just like, okay, so I spent like almost a year and a half, you know, trying to like figure out the sound, trying to figure out how to put mixes together. You know, I was working at a Best Buy or convenience stores or gas stations, saving money and trying to like, you know, buy small equipment and upgrade it, like the little mics and this and that. We didn't even have money to go to like a studio, actual proper studio. So like I remember I can't even buy acoustic panels or anything like that. So I was just like, okay, what do? I was just like, okay, I built a little room in my garage, and we bought like, you know, insulation that you put on the wall, and we put that, and we made it happen, right? At the end of the day, it's just like, it took a lot of time, and then and same thing goes with Shinda. Even though we didn't met at that time while I was doing all this, you know, I think I met him maybe a year in after. But on it, like, you know, each person like had their own struggle. Like, you know, even like him, he was doing his own jobs, like, you know, like construction jobs or whatever. And then, but, you know, he's still like writing music for like,
that's dope.
You know, and then like, I feel like everything happened not by chance. And, you know, so I brought some skill, he brought some skill, some other guys brought their skills, and like, we just started making music, right? So, but it didn't happen overnight. Like there's years of frustrated, like there's always not like a, you know, you just don't go to studio and there's always bangers comes out of
Obviously,
it, right?
I mean, if you had a studio in the first place, you always wanted to be a musician.
I was also like kind of forced, because not forced, I would say, but like, you know, we were sitting one day and we were talking with one of my friends, and like, and it was just like, oh, we were just talking about life in general, and it's just like, what do we create that's gonna stay behind? We all gonna die. No, he says that we all gonna die. I was like, yeah, that's a fucking universal truth.